Hello, beautiful. Oh, that's a weird angle. Hello, beautiful fellow human beings. It's finally sitting down. And it's gonna tie some seducers. I really want to make some purple ones. Purple grubbers, too. There's a purple grubber on the Flysmiths channel that has stuck with me for months straight. And purple seducer from Fat Fingered Fly Tire. Now, I'm looking through the schlap in here. Not the prettiest stuff, but I wanted to maybe add two of these. My saddle hackle is not the best. It's like ghost saddle hackle. So, and then I have this like super wide stuff, but hey, for saltwater flies, sweet. This stuff is just a little thicker, and it's kind of a strange texture. I do have better quality, but in black, so I want to make a white one now and then a black one, because I have to dig out some more stuff. I probably will be doing a lot of night fishing when I'm back, like settled fully, because this sun, it's like closer. And the pole shift or whatever makes sense. Everything makes sense. But it's been hot, as you can tell. It might not be making too much sense, but it has been brutal. So, getting the rest of the stuff kind of kept together and consolidated. It should be bringing it all to pretty much storage, and then gonna kind of just focus on being back in town after that for a good minute. I'll find a camper because they all keep falling through, so that's not quite it, but for some reason it reminds me of a bird, like a shadow puppet bird. Anyway, it's just the thinnest, and I think this is always what I try to ask about the tails on seducers and deceivers. Excuse me. I don't know if you can hear that, but I'm actually in a place that is currently being renovated currently being renovated around me. It's just a temporary, until I can get everything back down here. Oh, here it is. So, yeah, they're just very ghosty. So maybe 6. Or I was thinking of like putting 2 feathers of this larger, and then the white on the inside. Maybe that's chartreuse. Alright, I'll do that. Watermelon. So I'm gonna zoom in on, and hey, aloha David. John C, how you doing? Hey Elizabeth. Oh. Hoping to get a haircut in the next few days finally. I know, it's a very big hook. Well, I think this is the biggest I've tied on thus far. 3/0. Now, I'm not too sure if this is a good choice for this pattern. However, it's what we got. And tying this one to my dad. And I want to get more sizes in the 007, but these are the 3407 Durtins, which turns out there's just, I'll never be bored again in my entire life, and that is like the greatest high I've ever like. Well, that sounds bad, but you know what I mean. I really want to try to get a hook, not calendar, geez, catalog, because there are quite a lot of configurations. Ooh. Using this Viva stuff, because for these saltwater flies, it's like rope. And a lot of the saltwater flies, or not flies, but lures, or jigs rather, are with this kind of round rope. There's a thrift store near me that's called, well, there's two that's just absolutely great. But are seducers, like, is it strategic to put weight on it, or is that not entirely necessary? I'm just gonna get down here, because I still have to figure out the tail configuration. But I don't know why I wish you could see this. For some reason, I stopped paying attention to everything else. Hold on. My chair's all the way at the leg, and I just didn't even notice it. So, whoops. Let me change that. Yeah, I didn't finish that scrimp. I need more clever ways to hump up the top. I was thinking just like a slice of chamois cloth, because I do have that, and which I got that forever ago. I wanted to get all the traditional kind of cleaning things or maintenance supplies rather. Alright, so I have to remember what I was doing. Now for the tail on a seducer, it seems to be, quite long. Like 2 hooks, let me see, fat finger. I still have to put flash, but I want to just kind of see how I'm going to do the tail. Tying 2 pairs of saddle hackle feathers on near side of shank, one slightly above the other. I'm good. Oops. Oops. Seems short when I do that. Well, maybe I'll do the flash first, which I'm probably gonna use this hair tinsel. And what I did was I took some zip ties. They were the longest that the shop that I offered, and it was hardly manageable. So I just folded them in half and just put a zip tie. The zip ties weren't small enough, so I didn't even cut it. I just left the loop because that kind of thickens so it doesn't slide off. And still longer than any of the flash glue that I have. here. So I was going to put a few strands of this in, but I think I should put the crystal flash first. Because when the feather's on top of the crystal flash, like, kind of blows my mind a little bit. And this dude goes pretty dang heavy. Granted, his flash in the pictures looks real lush. But 6 to 12 strands. I like how it says plan accordingly, because this is longer just by a smidge than the tail. And just want to tie one of these because planning on tying some shrimp or anything I could do with sandwich baggies. I can't get over, like, it didn't require any finesse or anything. You didn't have to fight with it. For some reason I was holding off sandwich baggies. I'm surrounded by thousands of them at all times. That, because of craft supplies, jeez. Okay, so I'm gonna try to get this. Yeah, I'm not sure if I should weigh it. I am looking for a saltwater rod and reel combo. Now, I did meander Amazon, as maybe inappropriate as that is, I don't know, but there, because some of the things say small business or whatever. But anywho, I had just looking for 8 weight, and I wasn't sure if saltwater, if that was a necessary specification to go after. Maybe I was thinking it's the materials are different and a little bit more salt friendly, but I rinse my reels off anyway, so that ain't really no thing. Alright, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna do the green on this one, because now I'm kind of excited to see pearl under white. And it says 4, but man, these are real thin. But in water, I know everything acts totally different. Alright, so let me measure the crystal flash so I could cut that by hook or feather. Alright. Oh wow. Etodelot. I wish I remembered the Cyrillic alphabet still. When I was a kid, I used to read a lot. Observations. And I don't know why I'm obsessing over this. It's not. But anyway, I used to write them in the Cyrillic alphabet in English, but I would use the Cyrillic alphabet because I was so convinced people wanted to know my inner thoughts. No, I don't think anyone's ever read one of my diaries. Not complaining, but also complaining. Only child, so like, it's just my mom rummaging through my things, and usually to put them away. It used to drive me nuts. I'd have some projects going, and I'd get back. I used to sew a lot in high school and middle school, but I don't know what happened with that. I can't sew for shite, like, anymore. Anyway. It'd all be meticulously organized when I got back. I'm like, see, Mom, because you did that, I don't know how to keep my stuff organized. Getting the But ever since I was a kid, I had, like, my room as a big old creation station. My first supplies was, like, copper wire, which I still use to this day. Alright, I should have got some of this fluff off. I feel like I'm tearing off angel wings. I was also looking for these like flathead jigs. I really want to make some cobia. Ooh, did I hit that? Cobia jigs, real bad. If you look up on Facebook, there's a group like Worth Pier Fishing. But there's a dude that makes solid fishing reports and observes what bait fish are out, everything. But he'll add little clips like loads of cobia with the shark, but didn't see a single cobia rig. Or it's like that's what. Yeah, it's such a brilliant like resource. Which the other fishing report I watch is on YouTube. I think that guy's name is Heath, and he's in Boca, which is an hour south. But the dude on Facebook is in Lake Worth, right? Lake Worth Pier, hyper localized. So I could literally read that and pack to that until I have better decision making skills. But that comes with like experience. So I am aware of that, so I don't like rush or anything. Never know what to do with the spines. That's 4. I feel like I should have went a little longer. But let me put some of this tinsel on the outside. Using this also for practice, like get, like, I guess warm up if you will, because man, this move is intense. But it's also probably gonna sit on a table forever, because unless I make like quite a few of them, I feel like my dad would keep in it. So I wanna make loads of something that I feel like that could actually do something. And Palm Beach County, Southeast Florida, Atlantic coast. Got the spillway. And honestly, now that they took out the fishing pier, which was really nice, the dock. Oh, Chilean Patagonia. Holy trucks, man. I cannot imagine how, like, I can hardly conceptualize how beautiful that must be. Holy. But I totally forgot. But, oh yes, spillway. So, the fishing dock was taken out, however, it's kind of ideal for fly fishing now. Because now it's just like, the area is right to the water line. And other than the beach, it's kind of hard to get right to the water. This is like basically see-through, but it's pearl in it. It's real nice. Hair tinsel. I wanted to see also what shops had good white saddle hackle for these bait fish, because I'll probably be using a ton of those. It seems to be the one color I don't really have decent saddle hackle of. I also white schlappen, which I see it, but I also see stuff where it's like not easy to get. Maybe a shortage. Maybe there's like a mass I don't know. But looking for that. Looks a little fattier. I'm not too sure though. And I really want that for some deceivers. Still losing my voice a little bit. I should pull up the camper. I'm just trying to. I gotta stop saying camper. I'm looking for a travel trailer and a small one at that. The first one is just gonna be kind of like a place to make tackle, not just flies. Gonna be making some CUDA tubes here soon. And like crash, obviously, to get away from lightning and rain. You know, the rain is, and like, which, if I have like those, like a rain suit or something, it's no big deal. But, oh, if I'm like hungry, it doesn't matter if it's dead of summer, it's freezing. To me, because I'll be like, oh my god, I'm so cold, and everyone's like, you're cold. But yeah, it gets intense, that instant torrential downpour, which I miss that so much. That doesn't really happen in the swamp. Every now and then you get like heavy rain, but it really seems to, all fall by the time it gets out there. And yeah, so the camper, travel trailer. Eventually I want to get like the teardrop shaped ones, and then paint the front red, and then like they're essentially like mobile, I don't know, couches or some couches. Been planning this for a good year, but I'm not the best planner, but yeah, slow but surely. I had too many interests, so kind of funneled all my energy into one direction. Trying to stay, I don't know, where salt areas, I guess. The saltwater here in Palm Beach County has always been just, it keeps you on cloud nine. That's all I'm saying. Like, a lot of people and move out of town, but I could never see how possible. This water is here. It's everywhere though. Like, man, the water in Boca, that's a hard one. I haven't swam it yet, but I'm trying to. It's like deep blue sapphire. It's amazing. Anytime going over the little Boca Bridge, it's just like, incredible. And then, of course, the spring water. I've never swam in a spring, but that is probably one of the most beautiful colors that happen on this planet. In a humble opinion. And like, the cenotes, I don't know, I never know if I'm pronouncing that right, and I do apologize, please excuse my ignorance. But the cenotes in Mexico, South America, Central America, wherever they are, that color, I wish I could live in that water. I would gladly become like scaly and gilled up for water life. I'm sorry. Just a little too much caffeine and a little too many dreams. So I am going to probably use these big honking feathers, but also maybe not. No. Yeah. These. Also, another thing, of course, is that this is a 1920s house, and it is, it's a little hot, alright? I think the AC is on too. But it turns 100 officially in 2 years. It's really exciting. Man, I need to like walk outside before I just keep rambling because I think the heat's getting to me. It is probably about 100 degrees in here right now. No, probably like 80 something. Anyway. So my other is, since these are quite short, these are just a like craft store tackles. I've misplaced the scissors. I have found the scissors. So this is pink, but deep pink. And since the thread is red, I'll leave the red for the head. Nope. But I think most of the like cooking stuff. I put together a little camp kitchen thing to cook outside. But I think that's at my parents' house, so tomorrow I'm gonna run to get some produce and finally probably, I don't know, make something with mango. Been wanting to use that little firebox thing. Because I have to get that down so I can use it in the sand and wind. I was gonna try to use 2 at once, but I figured that would be a next time thing. Because this is one pattern that I really, really want to get down. Wait, you know something? I should probably... No, maybe I'll be okay. Oh, yeah, there's... Oh, gosh. I didn't... Yeah, just took 3 mangoes to the face is what I'm trying to say. I just... Probably has to be my favorite fruit. I like the kind of... What I guess we consider a traditional mango one. That kind of mango shape and mango color. No, the like red, yellowy, orange to green to purple. When it has all those 4 colors, you know, it's going to be a spiritual experience. So I wonder if I should start up a little sooner, because I'm just gonna go for this giant red one. Because maybe I'll make a head. Let this thing be driven by fate a little bit. Hey, VIP, I really appreciate that. Yeah, hoping to secure a little travel trailer to get it set up so it's like a physical thing to be shown. I really like the idea of vending markets and stuff, and also using that time to essentially travel, see stuff. One day it would be really sweet to like go up the coast and find different species, but get to maybe wherever is the closest place to pan for some gold. That is a huge dream of mine. I know it's possible to find gold in like the sands or metal detecting and Spanish cob coins people find. What did I do? But yeah, panning for gold because like it looks like the same spots I see in pictures. People fly fishing because we don't have that here. Hey, maybe I'll do a head. Wonder if I have orange in this. It might be kind of cool. Oh yeah, so this thrift store though, Habitat for Humanity, I get a lot of donations from like the hotels. A lot of the hotels are quite old. Like a bunch of chairs were donated from the breakers. They're cool as hell, like aluminum, so they'll live forever. And whatchamacallit, like bamboo pattern. I think I'm gonna throw another feather. I don't know if this guy knows how weak these feathers are. I'm going to go quite inward. Can you tell I really want to get back on the sandwich baggies? I just wanted to bring a little something something I went over later. My dad likes the red handlers in pretty much any contraption form. Last feather, please. I cannot wait to see a seducer in person. For some reason, it's one of the ones that I can never tell. But I'll know soon enough, because now I'm right by those floating docks, so I plan on practicing the fly fishing there, because gosh, there's hardly ever anybody on it. And usually a few people like here and there, but not like a ton of people. Oh. Oh. I meant to go around that other once, but they are soft. I'm wondering if I should try to add some eyes. Been wanting to mess with that UV resin to like build up the head with resin. Okay, I'm worried about that. Oh, I got some metallic thread, metal embroidery thread too at the thrift store. Trying to find storage bins now. This stuff is really round. I don't really trust it like that. I do too. Two of the. Alright. This is for my dad. Big honking thing. And yeah, I'm gonna put it in a cork. But I want to tie more of them. I love tying these, but I never know about the tails. They always look so weak. I just don't understand. Next time I'm gonna put 20, but not really, because it might be like surprisingly. I just don't. I can't conceptualize it yet. The movement as it stands as it is currently. Right? And I've never seen one in person. Hey, hey, Run. Sport them with some bucktail tied to the bottom. Okay, so by bottom, do you mean like out the back, kind of where I put the crystal flash? In the bum hole, if you will. Right there. Because I always wondered that. And I can't remember if, like, I asked someone, because my brain has been fried these last few years, but I cannot remember. Let me also screenshot that so in order to keep the feathers from falling around the hook, it's good to support them with some bucktail tied to the bottom. Oh, I can't wait to bring these fishing. Well, not this one. This is probably going to be a display piece. But man, I love doing the pink with red because it transitions nicely. But my dad has a, what's it called? Like this cork. Well, no, it's a jewelry box. I'm guessing it had a pin in it that it came with. But since that's missing, I put a thumbtack and a cork on top to hold the giant deceiver that it, well, giant to me currently. And it was a big boy. And I'm going to put this one next to it. So. So, I'm gonna get back on these scrimps, but I'm thinking I'm gonna do kind of a tan color, a little more natural. Yeah, I just I got the fly rod today, so I'm just really excited on that. And drink an arse ton of coffee to just, yeah. Think I'll be finished moving in the next few days. I just have to wait for paint to dry, and it's really just getting stored, and then I'm going to use the space to tie in and also stream. And I excuse me, I have to come across some shelves and stuff, so waiting for bulk pickup. If anybody in Palm Beach County is looking for furniture, come during bulk pickup. And a lot of renters and a lot of people renovating stuff like at all times in these parts. So you often get quite lucky with real wood. It's very humid, so if it's particle wood, it's damaged within a few hours of being left out. So you know it's particles from afar. I am very much considering adapting set. I guess food's important or whatever. I'm pretty shitty at fishing, so I probably shouldn't get that. Not yet. That's the whole point, though. I love fishing, but I do leave it the empty bucket a lot, and I don't know what to say about that. So that's why when I say learning, I want to learn to be efficient and at least more strategic. And eat unregulated fish. Because I'm also going to be learning how to prepare a lot of this stuff. And, you know, you can't go wrong with fried. What am I doing? I don't want to sit in self-doubt anymore and try another seducer. Alright. Pop this. Oh! I don't know if y'all heard that. It's like a pipe or something. Sink. Pink is looking nice. Tonight I have to figure out. Oh. I mean, that's like, that green is just like. Right? I have to, I know I want some latex or that gator bag. Finally starting to get back to life's rhythm, because now I live, you know, back home right downtown, so there are spots and places, people everywhere. Like this, it's a lot easier than these, for me anyway, because they end up like dropping or something, and it's quite heavy. Oh. Y'all, maybe I can't think yet. Those are smaller scrimp. This thread is incredible, but I don't want to eat it all up. I lived in really far for the last 6 years, so it's going to take a while to not have the fear of running out of stuff. Trying to bend it. All like pliers and stuff are somewhere. Probably downstairs still. I'm not too much a fan of having, well, you know, no, it's that, I hate these hooks with a passion, I'll be totally honest. And you can see that I'm organizing all my clothes. So, look at how small that gap is. As soon as I tie on these, that gap is gone. So, first maybe I should show where it is. Yes. So discombobulated still, but trying to use this kind of like a camper size reference, and get everything that I can in this area. So I know what I can fit. So let me get one of these. At least the hook is much thinner, so ow, can't quite get it. It's just a little delicate bend anyway. Try to make a tiny one. Yeah, I'm like no belly to focus yet because I know I'm about to move all over again. Maybe I should also eat. I have not done that. I still like kind of I don't know, haven't got out of the house yet, so I haven't really went to the store or anything, and I've officially run out of mangoes, so I also have to go for a walk, and that's why I gotta get them. Unfortunately, the ones that Publix provides are just no comparison. Plus, there's like multiple varieties on every block. Okay, let's focus a little small. Heat, hunger, the silence of 100-year-old house. I am getting there. But yeah, real stoked on the camper. A few people down to drive it. And a lot of the spots, like, you know, I'm not trying to keep it all for myself. Hello, I need people. So all are welcome in the Rage Baits fans. It's quite literally just gonna have tying materials and like changes of clothes. And hoping to go south because I've never been to the Keys. And man, I've been looking up RV parks. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. And like park up there. Maybe strategically choose and park wherever you could access water the easiest, even if it's like a short little urban hike, if you will. But I over the moon to the point. It's wild every day, closer to a camper. Got a few people looking, and I haven't showed you. It's a tiny little thing. It looks like something that could sell like jam out of or something. That's it. This is like basically what I'm looking for. Bigger, preferably. but this is the one that's right down the street that I'm trying to get like instantly. And this, I know, can be parked anywhere in Riviera, and it's my main focus currently. There's just so many spots, and I haven't gotten out there for longer than a few hours. But there's no spear on the dive trail. However, that dive trail is small compared to the entire area, and the boat ramp's just optimal. And a lot of lionfish, and during certain times, ooh, excuse me, Coca-Cola, there's tons of it in this house. And certain tides, there's water, so you could see them. And it's a heavy swimming area, so it's quite noble. If you don't say so myself, to make sure I get a pole saw. Oh yeah, pole saw. One of those two. Coconuts everywhere, but the lionfish, they can just throw some PVC pipe and get the 3-prong things, because I'm scared, y'all. I'm not ready to spearfish quite yet. But I'm talking like when you see them by the docks, like I'm on it. There's grouper down there, and a lot of them, I've seen one too many people on YouTube get straight up robbed by grouper. Sharks, like I could kind of like see that, and they're like swifts at the inlet. There's a bunch of them. Small things, and they're like zooming around, like kind of like tweakers, honestly. But the grouper is because it looks like a like just your regular fish, like zooms. Goliath grouper. Here probably like a lot of Goliath grouper. I haven't seen one in person yet, but it's up there as one of the big dreams, especially as well as octopus. Alright. Let me get a tan feather, because this one is gonna be. I really want to make the sabiki, but I feel like I'm about to get back up and start moving all over again. I was able to organize everything, which has been pretty much a nightmare, but a lot of stuff I totally forgot about, like, I need to drink way too much coffee. It's also very dark in here. I think I'm also a little falling asleep. I've been trying to fix my sleep schedule so I get up at 4:30 or 5. No alarm clock at all. It's wild. My alarm clock's for 9 still, but I get up on the dot, which I wasn't able to do that at all. But this thing, look how architectural it is. This has to be like early 40s. It's one of the oldest pieces that I actually wear in the wintertime because I don't want to sweat on it. Because people keep their houses cool too. But anyways, before I keep rambling and be hesitant with this scrimp after just rushing through a I'm gonna eat some food and come right back. My hands are still a little sunburnt too, but I shall return. I'm gonna probably order something like filling. I've been a fan recently for simplicity. The poo poo platter. It's essentially just boxed fried food, so that's been pretty sweet. There's Chinese takeout everywhere, and it's way quicker, way more affordable to just get that. It comes with like 2 chicken wings, oh yeah, 2 egg rolls, some other stuff, fried shrimp and oh my gosh, it'll stick to your bones. But it keeps me full for a while. And moving stuff up and downstairs, this is on the second floor. Holy trucks, I'm about to swim so fast. Definitely not complaining because there's no way I would have worked out like that. But on that note, shall return. And if there's any floor or any patterns that you'd recommend, would highly appreciate it because I could hardly form a sentence, come to find out. But I am probably going to try to use these jigs. I got some 4-ounce jig heads. I was thinking of doing like a white and silver since I don't have any paint. Like nail polish and stuff, but I mean, one bump and it's chipped anyway. So these baddies, 4-ounce. I mean, a half ounce, 4-aught. But was gonna try to make some like things that I could throw from the spinner reel off the pier. And if there was anything, I was thinking like an eel or something. And a lot of the fish here seem to like these odd eel jigs, like a rabbit strip. Oh man, this. Anyway, have a trails. See y'all soon. Hey Wendy, hey Michael. Whew. This this house is a little steamy. I did try to do the door thing, but it made it more hot. I'll show. The palm trees are motionless. Usually it's quite nice in here. Like really nice. Like wow, they really thought about how they built this place. Like Florida. A lot of the old cottages have the attics and the raised porches for the AC, like almost AC, air circulation instead of air conditioning. But yeah, when it's hot, and it's hot. So I'm gonna get some food and come right back. I shall see you up here soon. But if there's any saltwater patterns that y'all would recommend, I do have that pole I've been practicing on, and there's 2 beaches, but the floating docks is right down the street. I could walk through the golf course to get it or get there, so it's like 2 seconds away. Hoping to get there tomorrow because another thing I have to do tonight is walk over to my parents real quick to get my mail. But yeah, time is melting tonight. But happy trails. I shall see you all very soon. Please do not hesitate. My response times have greatly improved. I am back in my hometown. I feel like just internally a lot better. It's just have access to the world again, whole nother world.